Testing. 1, 2, 1, 2.
Cheekity check. Check, cheekity check. Yeet. Really, nigga? Sorry. Hey, you're not even supposed to be here.
This
is good quality right here. This is home video quality.
I know, right? Well, we can expand our camera. We can expand our camera later.
You know what I mean?
What's going on, everybody? Complexity Gaming team here. I got Lee Tricks with me today.
You forgot my whole name, yo.
What's going on, everybody? Myself and Lee Tricks decided to start a podcast called Real People, Real Problems. We got the Complexity Gaming team presenting it, so we'll be the main two hosts.
Despite the name, you know what I mean, it's all gravy and positivity over here. We just, want to use this as an opportunity, to speak to people and help them out and do our best to, how do I say this? Spread positivity. It's going to be a motivational thing. It ain't, just because it sounds negative don't mean it's going to be negative. But the way the format is going to go, we're going to give you some details at every episode, just, kind of just some facts about us at the beginning. Then we're going to be doing some challenges on this mug. I know you're excited about that. We're going to get some guests to come through and talk, and we're going to be doing some goofy stuff on here too. So stay tuned every week. It's going to be something new. We're not going to keep you guys for too long. We're going to do two questions, two topics. We're going to make it real easy. And then whatever else we decide to throw in. But the question for today is, does money and passion correlate? I mean, I guess the reason why I asked this is because I've really been searching for what I want to do in life. I still don't know. I kind of just do a little bit of everything. And I'm successful in my career and what I do. And I went to college and all that good stuff. But I don't know. It's kind of not what I want to do for the rest of my life. Because the people in my field that are older, most of them are unhappy. And I don't see myself living like that forever. And I don't want to be, if it's proven to be like that 89% of the time, then I don't want to become another piece of that statistic. So my question,
I mean, I don't want to be sitting here living paycheck to paycheck and, just trying to have to budget as much as per se we do all the time right now. But I also don't necessarily want to just be money hungry and still be unhappy because, I mean, if you're getting money in, that's cool and you can buy stuff to make you happy. But if you're still not happy doing what you're doing, then there's really no passion put into it to help get the income. So I feel like you want a good combination of both. Like, you want to get the money in, of course, because who doesn't want or necessarily need money, but you also want the passion aspect. Like, you want to wake up every day and say, today is a good day. I woke up, I'm doing what I want to do instead of, I got to go to work. But you know what, I get money. Yeah.
Like, that joint's kind of whack. Just to be real, unless you're some breakthrough genius or someone who comes up with something, a lot of times, even if it's your own business, sometimes you're gonna have your hands in it all the time. And a lot of people, I mean, at least that I have ran through it in my experiences, in order to be successful, you gotta put a lot of work. You kind of enjoy it on the back end, but at the beginning, it's nothing but grind, hustle. And so that's what you do 80% of your life. You just at work, making money. You gotta survive. You can't just, maybe some people can stop. They're blessed, but as far as we go, I know I'm in there doing work. You know what I mean?
Exactly. We're putting in, these guys I know for a fact put in the long hour days, go in between 6 and 8 every day, stay till some days 9, 10 o'clock at night, and what kind of life is that, man? I mean, we're not put on this earth to necessarily pay bills and just work 24/7. We're here to work, also have fun, also make the money, but also in general just like I said, spend time, make yourself happy, spend time with your family, because I know that's a lot from both of our business, because I'm in the food and beverage industry too. I went to college for it as well, but this business is very trying because there's no such thing as a weekend off, barely any days off at some points.
People come up with their own allergies.
Yeah.
I'm allergic to salt. You should have died last week, dude. What?
I can't have gluten, dairy,
but
sugar.
I digress. I digress. I don't even want to get into the dietary. People just come in yo, I'm allergic to oxygen. Oxygen. What the fuck? Where's
can't breathe right now.
I don't think money and passion can correlate. I just don't, because you want it to correlate. You want to be like, yo, I'm super passionate about that, and I'm gonna go there, and it's gonna make me a crap load of money. For some people, it does. You know, some people that like helping people, being a doctor or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But in most situations, money and passion, I don't think correlate. They're not even. Usually, your passion is up here, and your dollar figure is down here, or your dollar figure is up here, and your passion's down here because you're doing something that you don't want to do just to make money. And so I don't feel like, in most cases, I don't think they correlate. They're never even. Or most cases, they're not even. When it comes to
Yeah, I agree. It's like one of those, like, you have to sacrifice in order to be passionate about something. Like, if you're passionate about something and you're happy, you are willing to sacrifice, let's just say, like, the X amount of money you could be as, like, if you were to study hard and be a doctor or a nurse, or, you know, something that pays well, or even something in our industry, you know, like high in the food and beverage or anything, but you're going to have to sacrifice a little more time and effort and not spending free time with anybody and just literally working all the time. When if you're passionate about something, you won't feel like you're wasting. I wouldn't even say wasting, but like not utilizing your time correctly. But you're sacrificing the little bit of extra money you could be making if you were sacrificing all your time and effort to get the money. Because I mean, if you're making all this money and you're sacrificing all your time, what are you really doing the money for? Again, this is where we're not meant to pay bills and work 24/7 unless you really want to. I'll give you all the credit in the world, but in all reality, I mean, the goal overall is, you know, work your way up, make your money, you know, build a family, make sure your family's content, set, and all that. But you also don't want to forget to have fun on the way. So I think that's where people lose the discretion between money and passion. So I don't think they necessarily, like you said, Leechers, I don't think they correlate as well.
You want to build a mental prison. I just, and y'all can add us if we're wrong, add us and explain why though. Don't just say we're wrong, because I know there's a lot of haters on the internet. There's gonna be like 3 F your mom texts on this video by next week. But the point is like,
what the hell is that?
Explain it. I mean, don't come at me. Teach this man slang. Like who? All right. So next question. You know what? No. You know what? Excuse me, man. You interrupted my podcast right now. All right. So I'm gonna need you to hold on to that. You hear me? We're doing a podcast.
We're doing a podcast.
Like, dude, I'm about to put you on speaker because you just interrupted. Now apologize to the people.
Sorry, people. We love you.
Cup, I'll give you a call in a second. All right.
Okay.
All right, G. Peace.
My question was, does fame actually bring money, or happiness or pain?
Dang, man. You were super focused on that notepad on the floor, but we're not going to worry about that.
Hey, listen.
Because we do this. Okay, so does money bring happiness or pain?
Fame.
Is that what you
fame? I guess fame and money. Yeah, let's take it with the money.
You sure? So we can do fame.
Yeah, let's go. Well, I guess it's a little bit of both. Just the fame and the money. Bring happiness or pain?
Okay, so I'm going to go with fame. I think everybody wants to be famous because everybody wants to be known. They want to be realized. They want people to love and cherish them for no reason at all, except for, I mean, maybe they're like talent. That's about it. But these people who cherish you and love, they don't even know the first thing about you really, or like know what you're going through. But I feel like a lot of people who are famous, like because they're so famous, they sacrifice other parts of their life. Like I've heard it's almost impossible to be famous and have family life with other people around, because then everybody wants a picture.
Go to Walmart or Target to go food shopping.
Get caught dumping in a public restroom, like you can't even use a bathroom. Like it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, right.
So you know what I'm saying. So I feel like, I personally I feel like people want to be famous because there's a lot of money in entertainment, and I think the money is the goal. You know, or like displaying their talent is the goal to help people, whatever it is. But then once the money and the publicity starts, and then you got people creeping through your bushes to take a picture of you, and like I feel like at some points it becomes a security thing. Like it's happiness, because there's a lot of famous people who like they're surrounded by people, but they're so lonely still because nobody understands them, because people are just around for the for the clout. Like it's just clout chasing. So then they end up like committing suicide and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Or getting heavy on the drugs because it's like nothing makes them happy anymore. Mm-hmm. Like once you got the money, you got all the stuff. Like that's a good question. Like maybe we cover it on the next video, but where do you go once you've purchased all of everything that you want?
Yeah.
If there's no passion in it, or like let's say your passion dies in the long run, what do you do and where do you go when you've got everything that you wanted?
Yeah.
And you visited everywhere that you want to visit. Like, what do you do then? All right, we'll leave that because I don't want to make this video too long. Y'all tune in for the next week. But before we go, we got one last question, courtesy of our buddy Trix. Do you feel? No, not do you feel? Sorry. What is the stupidest thing you ever bought? We're gonna do one silly question at the end of everything, or like somewhere in between.
And then do we still want to get the facts?
We didn't do the facts.
No, we didn't start.
Okay, so we'll throw the facts on. But so, what is the stupidest thing you ever purchased?
Honestly, to me, one of the stupidest things I've ever purchased would probably be DVDs. I mean, you know me. I could be a DVD hoarder, but
He's a library.
in all reality, like I'd buy these DVDs,
Walking
like,
blockbuster.
oh yeah, that's cool. But then like watch it once or twice, and then pick it up and, all right, let's throw it in the old DVD player again. I mean, it's just stuff where like that's where I could utilize Netflix better. Go to Redbox. It's $1 to rent one movie that you'll probably, in all reality, watch fucking 1 to 2 times, and that's it. Unless it's like a really, unless it's one of your favorite movies, then that's exceptions. But there's also like, again, like I said, like Netflix, Redbox, Hulu's got movies now.
Be careful
So.
with Redbox. People be burning porn and putting a fake cover over the top and turning it back in.
I haven't had that happen, but I've
It's
heard.
happened to me.
Yeah.
Like that. One thing that I
Sell your DVDs to make money. It's part of the growing aspect. Sell any DVDs you don't use to make money.
Because I'm on the gaming team. I used to be a collector, right? So, but this is before I had children and everything. So I had a little bit extra money then, and I would go and buy games that like sometimes I would use just for like nostalgia. I barely use them, and then like end up whenever I needed money, whenever my kids came along, I just started like selling the stuff, and I kept thinking like, why would I like it? I didn't keep it to hold monetary value later on or anything like that. I kept it for personal use, but then I would never use it, so it just became this big collection of just like stuff versus what it was really supposed to be. It was a collection, and so later on I ended up like selling most of it, for personal reasons. But I think that was pretty stupid because the value that you get buying them. It's fucking way different from what you get today. And don't ever go to GameStop. Everybody knows that. But like,
you get $1. You get 50 cents back.
I'm over there trying to shoot dice with the flea market people to get a higher price and shit. Like, come on, like, it's crazy. And so I feel like no, I'll never do that again. Looking back, I'll never do that again. There's no reason. Be smarter. For all the gamers out there, if you're the type that can't settle down to a game, and get real close on this, because this is tough. Don't do it.
Podcast, but I feel like that goes into a nostalgia factor though, because I feel like our age group, I'd say like 30s and 20-year-olds are all about the nostalgia right now because they're bringing back some of the stuff. I won't go too into it, but I feel like that goes into the nostalgia factor. So it's like a monetary value. Yeah, you spent a lot of money getting this, but it's something that brought you happiness.
Yeah.
So you put the money aspect out of it, but then bills in reality fucking hit you, and if you don't make a huge amount of money, then yeah, the nostalgia can go out the fucking window.
There's a lot of
Don't do it!
There's a lot of fucking in one sentence.
Trying to be a Limp Bizkit.
You know what I mean? Alright.
How many fucks can we say in this podcast?
Alright, so we need to do our 3 facts. You go first. Tell us 3 facts. We said age,
where we're
from, and favorite color.
So I am 25, currently 26, gonna be 26 in a month and a half, 2 months, like we said before. I am originally from Harwich, Massachusetts, and my favorite color is red.
Alright. I am. Damn, how old am I?
You're gonna be 25 in October. You're gonna be 24.
You're right. Alright, I'm 24.
I know this man's age more than he
You know
does.
what I mean? Shit.
I'm
Just another day. I'm blessed. I don't even think about it. So, I'm 24, about to be 25 October 9th, you know what I mean? So if anybody wants to send me a present, don't hesitate. I'll drop the P.O. box down low. I was raised, because my mom was in the military, so I was raised a couple different places. I think the place with the biggest impact was Fairbanks, Alaska. All my people from Alaska. Shout out to Lathrop High School. And my favorite color is lime green. That's what I'm going to go with. Lime green or teal, but mostly lime green. Because that shit's fire, son. But, alright, it's been fun. Thanks for tuning in. Check us out next week. We're going to do this like once a week. Next week is going to be challenges, so we're going to have some fun with it. You're going to see some people you ain't seen before, meet some more of the gaming team, because we're both part of Complexity Gaming Team. If you haven't gone follow us, go follow us there. On Instagram, you can follow me at Can't Sway Tay. That is CANTSWAYTAE. It's straight like that, and you can follow my buddy.
Like I said, the DJP22. That's my Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, and YouTube channel name. So go ahead and follow on all those social media accounts as well. We try to post daily content for each individual account. Usually, we all do our own thing every day.
Yeah, I mean,
always supporting, always throwing, because we're not just a gaming team, and that's what we'll go into more. But we're trying to build a brand overall. So it'll be multiple different things. But Twitch is a good spot for when I'm not as good on it, but Lee Tricks and a couple of our other boys, like our friend Tricks we got with us, they're on Twitch live streaming. So check out that. We got a whole bunch of different games.
I'll drop that link below, and then subscribe to our YouTube. We got more content coming, and without further ado, it's been fun.
Real people, real problems.
Real people.